Okay, so I just want to take a few minutes to talk about inspiration. I think inspiration is probably the number one question I get asked on live streams or even on my, people messaging me on my Eve Poetry group or through Writers and Poets Cafe on Facebook. A lot of people are kind of curious, what do you do when you are feeling a little bit of writer's block? And I think it's a very common concern or common thing that people deal with or face, especially in this busy world. And they're kind of curious, how do you get through that? And the most common thing that I have recommended, and really I'm going to break it down a little differently for you guys right now, is the number one thing you need to do when you're feeling blocked is kind of do an assessment of your life and start looking at your life and what you're, doing or not doing, what your environment is like, and your daily routine, and see what's missing. So it's very common for people in this world, especially if you have a family, if you're a mom, single mom, father, working full time, supporting your family or supporting yourself, whatever the case may be. This world is a crazy world, and it's very, very easy to get caught up in it and not take care of yourself. So self-care is such a critical thing. I can find myself getting caught up in not doing things that really nourish me as a human being and nurture my ability to produce fresh art. So there's a lot of things that can happen that will contribute to somebody becoming blocked. And that can be whether you're a writer, you're an artist of any sort, photographer, it doesn't matter. There are a lot of human beings out there, regardless of what their art is, that you'll find yourself in a funk. And you're finding yourself not wanting to either do the thing that you truly love just because you're feeling a little depressed, you have got anxiety, there's a lot of different issues that could be happening there. But when you kind of give into that and continue to give into your funk, it can become a vicious cycle that is really hard to get out of. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is whatever it is that is stopping you, write or do your artwork anyway, even if it's crap, even if you think you can't write anything worth anything. If you're a writer and you're trying to come up with ideas and you're feeling blocked, you can go to evepoetrygroup and use one of the writing prompts that we have every day. We have 2 different prompts that we provide, and you can just participate in those. Just be doing something like creative every day. So don't give it up, but I do want you to take a step from that piece as well and look at your life and what is it in your life that you're lacking? Are you not spending enough time socializing? Are you an introvert? Are you spending too much time at home? Do you go straight from, getting up, work, come home, and you're just indoors all the time? Are you over socialized, around people too much that you never have time for yourself? You have kids always to take care of, and you have lots of distractions and noise all the time that you don't have a quiet space and time to yourself. So there could be many different factors going on in your world, and whatever that factor is, I'm going to challenge you to try something and see if it helps. So whether it is either being too socialized that you don't have any time for yourself, or that you are so alone and you're not getting yourself out there that you're neglecting the part of yourself that really needs to be nurtured. You have to have social interaction. You have to have experiences out there in the world in order to keep your artistic juices flowing. You really do. It helps. It as much as you might not like being around people, or you might not enjoy crowds or whatever, doing that every once in a while is going to help you continue to have new experiences to draw from. And it's just a really important part of humanity and being an artistic person, because here's the deal. If you are not out and about experiencing life and culture, how do you expect to truly contribute to culture? So you really do have to immerse yourself in the world and immerse yourself in activities and things in order to have something to draw from, to be, believable as a contributor to that world and that culture. Does that make sense? I hope so. Please let me know. So what I would like you to do is that find something that you in the next 2 weeks. So then for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be watching for this on my Eve Story Challenge. Find something that you're lacking, that you feel like might be hindering your ability to write, draw, create, and try to remedy that. So whether that be trying that new coffee shop that you've been wanting to try, but you don't like to get out, and maybe you go and you sit there by yourself and you have a cup of coffee and you observe. Make some observations, jot down a few notes. Maybe you go to a bookstore and you buy that book you've been wanting to read, or you go see a movie by yourself. Or maybe if you're somebody who doesn't talk to people very often, maybe you go and you invite somebody that you haven't talked to for a while to go have coffee with you. Stretch yourself, do something different. And whatever that is, go for a beautiful hike. You know, I know it's very easy to talk about, oh, I really want to go hike that trail or do that one thing that you've been wanting to do, but then actually doing that thing and like putting it into action is a whole nother story. So I want you to take action, and I want you to capture that and on Instagram and share it with me with Eve Story Challenge, either in a post or on your story. I will be sharing everyone that participates on this challenge on my story. So if you get out there and you do something that's going to help enrich your life and give you some self-love and make you feel like you now can create something new because you've done something to kind of stretch yourself, and you've done something maybe you haven't done in a long time, or you filled your cup a little bit, I would really love you to share that with me. So please get out there. I'm going to challenge you to take action. It has to be a thing that you do. Go do the thing, capture it, and then share it with me somehow, however you want to. You don't have to take a selfie, but you can. You can take a selfie. You can take a photo of your cup of coffee that you finally had at the coffee shop that you've been trying to go to. You can take a photo of your little movie stub or the book you bought, or whatever, you name it. Capture it however you want and share it with me. And then, bonus, if you create something cool after you've gone out and done that thing to help unblock you or enrich your life, share it with me too. I want to see what you created after that. And if doing that, getting yourself out there, breathing in fresh air, you know, go to the ocean, whatever it is, if you do that and you share your story or your artwork with me afterwards, I'm going to share that on my Instagram, and I want to share it in my story, and I will share 100% of the people that participate, because I want to challenge you and push you people to be better and be, I don't know, I mean, I want to encourage you. I'm not that you are wonderful now. I'm not saying, that's not the point. The point is that you can really push yourself to be the best you can possibly be. And one of the best things you can do for yourself is love yourself and give yourself time to do things that will just, I don't know, make you happier in the long run. And if you're happy and you're feeling fulfilled and you're feeling loved, even if it's yourself loving you, you're going to create good art. And I want to see what it is. So please share it with me on a post or your story, and I will share it in return. And I'm excited to see if this helps. All right, so that's my little word of advice, and I'm turning my advice into this little challenge. All right, I look forward to seeing what you guys do. I'm going to be doing it myself as well. So I actually did just go to a concert and had a great date night with my husband. We danced like fools at a concert, and that is something that's not 100% in my comfort zone, but I was trying to, find some inspiration in my own advice about inspiration, and I let loose and had a great night, and honestly, it was the best thing I could have done for myself, and I would love to see you guys doing the same thing, okay? Just because you are a writer or you are an artist does not mean you can't get out and do something crazy or fun, okay? All right, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.